From the offset, I think it's ultimately saving time and money.
Yeah.
I use this kind of comparison or analogy quite a lot. Is that a few years ago, my lovely wife wanted the garden completely redoing. Now, you can tell by the camera, I'm not a gardener. I don't have green fingers. I wouldn't know where to start. So we inquired and used an expert. We got a landscape gardener in, did all the designing, everything like that. Now, I use that, and it's a completely different industry, obviously, to what we do with commercial finance, but it's the same. Business owners are busy running their businesses, very successfully a lot of the time, but they know the ins and outs of their business. But when it comes to finance, where do you go? We may have all seen there's one particular lender with the toys that start off on the ground and fly off into the distance, funding circle. I've done numerous talks in networking groups, or I've been invited to talk at various business meetings. And normally when I'll say, look, typically you'll go to your bank first. What do you do if they say no? I'll normally then say, show of hands, can you name any lenders other than your funding circles, your larger lenders? And people kind of come back and look a bit not sure. And that's exactly why you should use a commercial finance broker. At Yorvik, we have access to over 300 different lenders, and we cover whole of market. So at the moment, we're coming up to the end of it in the next couple of weeks, but there's the recovery loan scheme. You've got business loans, both unsecured and secured. You can have invoice finance, which helps with cash flow, asset finance to either purchase assets or use existing assets you've got in the business to raise capital. You could have things like overdraft-esque revolving credit facilities. There's merchant cash advances, which are designed for businesses that take most of their revenue via card. There's a whole host of things, as well as property finance, bridging loans, commercial buy-to-let mortgages, development finance. There is such an array of different options out there. The reason for using a commercial finance broker, other than saving time and money, because they'll do the legwork for you and get you the best deal available, is you're buying into their knowledge. And I go back to the gardener, is that I wouldn't know how to do X, Y, and Z that my wife wanted to do. I left them to that. I told them ideally what I was looking for, but how we got from A to B didn't really bother me. Mm-hmm. It was, and that's exactly the same in commercial finance, So I mentioned earlier, obviously, that it's creating bespoke solutions. If you were to approach a lender, more often than not, it's done online these days, and you type in that you want a £50,000 loan to help with your cash flow, is that actually the best option? You need an expert to talk through what the challenge is, really kind of peel away the different layers of the onion to get to the root cause of the problem, because it may actually be that there are other solutions that I talked about earlier that actually are much more suitable and cost effective for your business. So short answer, you're buying experience, you're getting someone else to do the legwork so you can focus on running your business to the best of your capabilities.